start off against Panthers? Or
so, ladies and gentlemen, it is 6 o'clock, 6:30, Saturday, happy weekend, and welcome to That Fantasy Show. I'm your host, Yosi, and we, as usual, we got the loudmouth, a.k.a. Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Mr. JT England, and we got a special guest today representing the Dirty South for his Carolina Panthers, Mr. Greg Baden for Baden Insurance and Team No Limit. We want to give a nice little welcome.
No Limit,
So first and foremost, Greg, if people don't know, we went to school together. We both went to Thomas Stone.
Why do you not have fucking make them say playing or is that motherfucker coming on?
Because dude, you know how much money that's a trademark.
Right. You ain't wrong. I'm just saying.
We both went to school together. Greg was a hell of a ball player. I'm gonna be honest and say that we had our battles in the backyard. But Greg was a hell of a ball player. He was one of the smoothest power forwards we had. He had a nice dribbles, pop up. If John, you know what? I'm gonna put it this way, JT. I think John Bradley went to Maryland, had an affair, and promoted and produced Greg Baden.
But I'm just saying, if he's taller than you, there weren't many battles on the fucking basketball court.
There were a few battles. I want a few
games. Get the hell out of here. You were 4 foot nothing at 13 years old. You shut the hell up.
And I was still able to hold my own.
Ciozzi had the Tim Hardaway crossover. I remember that. He would hit that on all of us a time or two. He was super quick. It was tough to stay in front of that guy.
Hey, and you hear the key word in what he said there was.
Yeah, I retired, bro. Come on, you've seen our Gus Macker tapes. It is over with.
Motherfucker, I know I have seen our Gus Macker tapes.
Exactly. At least we walked out with 2 trophies and an outhouse.
Motherfucker.
So y'all played together? Y'all played together here recently?
No, we have not played in years. We haven't played in years. I think the last time we played, I was 30. That was our last Gus Macker tournament. We would actually we would go to Zanesville, which was near Kentucky. We would do one within Columbus, and we would do one. We would do one in Zanesville, which is near West Virginia. We would do one in Columbus, and then we'll do a small one in Lawrenceville. It was kind of like a little small town place. And then we would do one in Washington Courthouse, which was near Kentucky. We did this every year for 5 to 6, I think about 5 or 6 years.
No, you understand. No, we did it for 10 years, guy. Hey, look, Greg, don't let him lie to you. We went 3-30. We did it for 10 years. Right? 3 games a tournament, and we went 3-30 over 10 years.
I wasn't talking about the record. I was talking about us playing ball together. Dang on, man.
I know how we were. We sucked. We were awful. Don't even make us sound good. We won the toilet bowl.
We were not awful. We were not that damn awful. We got screwed out of a lot of games. Because one game you ain't supposed to play the defending champs from the actual top flight division. Yeah, we were workers. We worked 8 hours a day. We played ball maybe 2 hours a week. They were playing ball 8 hours. They were playing ball like they were pretty much their jobs depended on it.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, we got our ass whooped every time we got on the court.
We did, but we shouldn't have had fun with it.
Fucking we had fun at the hotel. We didn't have fun on the court. We had fun at the hotel.
Exactly.
Anyway,
let's get on the show. First things first. Let's actually talk about OSU. Your boy Quinshawn Junkins arrested.
No, I know. I heard about that.
Now here's the thing that got me. He's not signed yet.
Right.
So my thing is, I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of mad at the girl for actually reporting it. I'm like, wait a minute. How you gonna report it? He ain't been signed yet. You messing up your money. Wait for him to get signed. A few games of training camp, then report it.
I was happy they said it was domestic violence against a girlfriend and not a boyfriend. So, I'm all right with it.
But I would say this with the Browns. How does that affect your running back room now? Because think about it. What's we calling this already with the Texans now?
Right. He's going to catch suspension. Yeah, he's going to catch suspension for that shit.
Who's the Browns quarterback?
We still flipping the coin on that one. Because we got Shakur, we got Shador Sanders. I forgot the other three guys' name, and I think we still picked up. And then we signed Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah.
So we got 4 quarterbacks.
And it's like, Joe Flacco at this point.
Who's yeah. So with the Browns, it's kind of like flip a coin, and then on top of that, they just passed the bill to have the stadium built.
Yeah, wait.
So I got so expect our mortgage to go up a little bit more.
No, the money coming from the stadium is from a gambling tax increase, not anything else.
And then they do something like for unclaimed funds.
Oh God, it was like $2 billion from unclaimed funds that just random motherfuckers just didn't claim. Like if you ain't got unclaimed funds in the state, like check anyway. Like even if you don't know, like check anyway. Like you might have some shit that's sitting around waiting for you.
But yeah, that was one of the things that passed the bill forward.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The fact that the worst part is they're not even tearing down the stadium. They're going to just turn that area into a park. Like the actual Browns stadium, like they're just going to turn it into a park and just have like events and whatnot there.
Is the Browns going to a Browns game? Is that a good experience? Is that fun? Is that COZ? Is that like DC, like the Redskins? Like I couldn't stay.
I have no idea.
What I've heard experience wise, it is like being at the old RFK.
Okay, that was fun.
I just heard.
Now I have not been to one.
Nope. Don't ever ask me. The only thing I've ever been to was Ohio State game
between Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Well, so Cincinnati should be pretty good this year. They just
they are. And then on top of that, dealing with the I don't know if you watched quarterbacks yet, but it gives you a good because Joe Burrow's on it this year. You got Joe Burrow.
But Joe Burrow, fucking his confidence is hurt because he wasn't able to buy the Batmobile.
No, he could have bought it, but when his house broke into, he had a chance to get it, and they showed us some quarterbacks. He had a chance to get the Batmobile, but when he got his house broken into, he said he canceled the deal. He said, "Bump it."
Bump it, right. Like, I'm not going to get this thing and have somebody fucking steal it. Fuck that noise.
Seeing Ray down the street talking about, oh, yeah. No, I bought this joint fair square.
Again, like somebody just show up on TikTok. Like, they already caught the first motherfuckers that fucking broke into his house. Right? Like you can buy whatever you want at this point. Somebody steals it, like they know where it came from. Like you steal the Batmobile, you know where it came from. There's only a handful of things on the planet.
So if you see somebody in Cincinnati with the Batmobile, you already know where it's coming from.
Right. If it ain't Joe Burrow, you know where that thing's supposed to be.
Exactly. Now, next thing we do got to talk about Jawan Jenkins. He's the runner. He's the one. He was that no-name wide receiver last year that showed up for the 49ers, had a great year. Now he's told about he wants a new contract or he wants to be traded.
They always fucking do. Goddamn wide receivers.
He actually has it in his corner because Brandon Ayuk and Ricky Pearsons are both in the physically unable to perform list.
Ooh.
So on top of that, it's kind of like, okay, you kind of need some type of. He's kind of pulling the Dak. He like waiting for everybody, all the bad stuff to happen, to say, hey, either sign me or trade me.
Right, like you gonna have to do something with me.
So by you being a GM, what would you do? Would you sign him, trade him? What would you do on that end?
Well, if you need, it sounds like they're kind of short on wide receivers. They got to get that guy signed. The names you just pointed out to, I don't really know who they are. So,
I'll say Brandon Ayuk. I'm gonna say Brandon Ayuk is one of the top receivers.
Yeah, I know they drafted the guy from Florida. who he got shot or something like that, and then
that was him.
Brandon Ayuk, that he was injured all last year, so he got paid. And some of those guys, once they get paid, their incentive to get out there and grind isn't the same as before that big contract.
Right.
So once they get the big contract, then the alligator arms come out real fucking quick. I'm not fucking reaching. I'm not fucking diving across the middle. Fuck you, dude. I'm making my money.
Well, along with the receivers, another news to note: Rashid Rice got sentenced 30 days in jail time. Plus, he got 5 years probation, and he has not gotten NFL discipline yet. Now,
what's for this time?
Now, Rashid White, last year he got injured, got into a car crash. He was in a DUI.
No. So what did he fucking go to jail for this time?
What do you mean this time?
Killed.
No, that was that wasn't him. That was Henry. Not him, but I know you're talking about. He plays for the he plays with the Vegas Raiders. Henry Ruggs.
No, fucking 2-piece in the fucking. Oh no, that was Chris Brown. I take it back. I'm sorry.
Well, Henry Ruggs is the one that got DUI, and he in Oakland, in Vegas, and he killed a person in the car crash, and he's in jail still.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
He actually did. He actually got one more. He actually is released next year.
Yeah,
he's gonna be released next year, and if he's released, they're saying he's in great shape to play. So that'd be something interesting next year.
That was Michael Vick. Jesus Christ! You talk this, but I don't care. This motherfucker killed somebody with a car, and he's getting out next fucking year. Get the fuck out of here!
No, that was a couple of years ago. That was about 5 years ago. He's going.
I don't give a damn. It should still be about 25 fucking years. Like you killed somebody.
Agreed.
Everybody, no. I'm gonna take it back. I take it back. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Move on.
Now again, the next one is Rashid Rice. Again, he has his sentence, and he's getting his jail time.
No, it's fucking Ray Rice, the fucking 2 pieces girl in the fucking elevator. That's right. Not Rashid Rice.
Rashid Rice who got pieced up by Patrick Mahomes last year, his own quarterback.
So with Rashid Rice, him having the jail time, like I said, I'll probably say I really didn't look at him as being a wide receiver, number one, once Xavier Worthy kind of took over.
Right.
So I really don't look at him being much. I mean, he might be something to look up to somewhere down the line if you need a backup or, something does happen to Worthy. Because other than that, you still got Hollywood Brown. He's still playing with the Chiefs. And then you have him. So that'd be kind of interesting.
But that
at this point, isn't he allowed to go back to his regular name? Like, he doesn't have to be Hollywood anymore because he ain't spectacular.
Yeah.
He can go back to his regular goddamn name. Hollywood fucking Brown. Get the fuck out of here.
So before we get into the NFC South, Greg, tell me about your company. You came a long way, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I remember the braces and you doing the thing now. You out there in Carolina.
Man, don't put him out there like that. How you gonna do that?
Hey man, every once in a while, one of the old guys from Thomas Stone will shoot me a picture where trying to rock the mustache with the braces. Yeah, man. I was a $165 my senior year, man. It was I kind of filled out a little bit. You definitely filled out. So, you actually I seen a few of them things you was out there in the Charlotte Hornet courts. Yeah,
get a run.
Yeah, I dusted off the sneakers, man. Put them on. I still got the Tim Duncan bank shot. And I did all right, man. It was kind of like riding a bike. It was except those young guys. By that third, we played 3 games, a 3-on-3. By that third game, those guys that are, they just had youth on me. They had 20 years younger. I was gassed and worked us. But yeah, man, it's been a hell of a ride. We do some we work hard and play hard, man. With NASB, I'm a senior partner with North American Senior Benefits. We're part of Integrity Marketing Group, which is the largest insurance brokerage in the country, and we're their number one final expense provider. So we help families of all ages, but we really focus on that baby boomer generation just because got sheer numbers of them, man. Half of them are underinsured, and Ciozi, did I lose you?
No, we still here. We want to give you the spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just like you the spotlight, brother.
Sorry about that, man.
Fuck me up too, guy.
Yeah, they're either under or don't have any insurance at all, man. So we got a good, nice run. It's the largest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. So we're all nationwide, and we're looking for people that want to learn how to grow a business, man, or just need their family help with insurance. We got people that could help them get taken care of. We want to give those families a good peace of mind, man. I definitely appreciate you having me on, promoting and getting to catch up with you, man. It's pretty cool.
All right, no problem. We especially when I kept seeing out there, and I'm like, you know what? I definitely wanted to have you on the show. At least, put your business out there, let them know what you're about. And if you could send me a link so we can actually put your stuff on there. We'll put it on the website, so if people have questions, they can actually hit you up. If they need to email you, if you have a Facebook site, then have them go to that Facebook.
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, I'll send you a couple links. Do you want me just to put it in the chat, or is there a chat?
Yeah. You can actually put it in the chat. And like I said, I got a Facebook site, so if you want to send me a message, and I'll actually try to set it up to where we have a image. I can put it on there for you as well.
4 people.
Yeah, and I'm always looking for people to partner with that maybe stuck in the job, or maybe we know so many people that are working for the federal government, and back home they got that $50,000-$60,000 a year job, and it's just, to me, man, I feel like we're one of the few that were able to get out of that. We're going to work for the federal government, just making a couple dollars and getting those benefits. So we want to train people to make at least a multiple 6-figure income. It's a very unique opportunity, man. And I'll shoot. Let me shoot you my stuff here.
You motherfuckers are way too technologically forward for my like I am. Like, you done said, like, let me shoot. I have no clue how to fucking do that shit. Hey, kid, come here. I'm gonna call Johnny over. No problem.
Hey, you got 3 of them right there.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of having teenagers and young people in the house, man.
I'm about to say your youngest is IT.
I was gonna say my youngest is fucking 21, guy. Like, no, I'm done with all that fucking bullshit. Like, I feel so sorry for you because you gotta deal with them day fucking bullshit. No, I'm not dealing with that. They caught that at the fucking very end, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that bullshit. They got done, and I'm like, yes, thank you, Jesus.
Well, I got a young wife. I got a 34-year-old wife. She's still young and got tons of energy to help keep up with them.
I say, hey, remember, it's a family show. It's a family show. We only say so much.
So if you see,
I'm about to say, Jay, look, we already got to deal with JT's mouth.
It's like, I already dealt with fucking math already. Like, you just a cradle robber, guy. What's wrong with you? I'm playing with you.
Ciozi, I just texted you that for some reason it wouldn't let me put my Instagram on there. Dang, it's not even let me. Hey man, I don't want to slow down the show, man. I'll get it. I'll figure it out on there.
So one thing we do want to discuss is the
come back.
So one thing we want to discuss today is the Dirty South. So
don't leave them on screen by yourself. Put the 3 of us back together.
So we're starting off with the Bucks.
What are you doing?
They're the ones that made the playoff first.
Put the 3 of us back together.
I'll start with the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the squad they got, I'll probably say that's probably one of the best fantasy football combos that they have. With Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts. The only thing that I'll probably look at is the quarterback. Yeah. So what?
Well, they got Penix.
We put the 3 of us back on screen together.
I like Penix. I like Penix a lot, man, because Penix won me a good bit of money when he was at Washington. I mean, he was a stud, and I don't remember somebody throwing the football that well. But
I'm not gonna lie, I watched that game. He had me scared because he was throwing that thing like a laser. I'm like, dude, if he gets it together and we got to play them again, I'm still a Commander. I'm a Commanders fan, not an Eagles. Once McNabb went to Washington, so did I, and I stayed there. But I'm not gonna lie,
I mean, got you know with the fucking
Penix
Eagles.
play,
Did he get you anything with DC?
watching Penix play,
I'm sorry, I take it back.
So Bijan is who I'm leaning toward, and also it's kind of I kind of hate it because I don't want to root against my Panthers, but Bijan's who I'm kind of leaning. I got the number 1 pick in my draft, and that's who I'm kind of leaning towards picking. I'm either gonna pick him or Chase. So I'm that's depends on who I'm getting on the back go around. So I'm kind of.
I ain't gonna lie, me. I'm staying with the defending champs. I'm grabbing Saquon Barkley.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. I just got PTSD because the other 2 times I've been in this position, I drafted David Johnson and CMC.
God, say Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey, please.
I drafted CMC number 1.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it just never works out when you go for the guy that had the big year that following year. But like you were double screwed. Like you drafted him, he was already on the cover of Baden. Like you shouldn't have drafted him. Like, I think we did talk about that. Like no,
we did say that. I had to stay away from McCaffrey because we did it last year, and I'm like, I'm staying away from McCaffrey because he got the double curse. He's on Madden and he's the number 1 pick. Yeah, I stayed.
Well, this was when he was with the Panthers. How am I not going to draft my hometown guy, like the guy that I
right?
True.
With the number 1.
But with the Panthers though, like McCaffrey was all they had. Like they had Cam Newton right at the fucking end, and then they just had McCaffrey, and that was it.
Yeah.
Like I hate saying it. Like again, I was back at the start, like with fucking Bianca Matuka, and I hate that motherfucker. But screw that guy, right? But like the Panthers have not been fucking bad. But like, McCaffrey had to carry the wad for them, and he did the best he could. Yeah. Right, and they have been terrible since he left.
Well, you know what? This is what I will say about the Panthers. Bryce Young at the end of the second half, he kind of woke up, and that's a scary thought because he was starting to enjoy the game.
Well, it was that whole thing of him like being like, I can be replaced.
Well, I probably said with Andy Dalton there, with your buddy Andy Dalton there, as you like to call him, the redheaded ninja.
Oh, Ginger Ninja. Yeah,
that's his favorite. I don't know if he found a way to show him how to have fun with the game or whatnot, but when he started playing. He had more confidence in himself and stuff like that. And by you being a season ticket holder and watching those games, did it give you any type of confidence? Like, okay, you know what? He's starting to come out on his own. If we get a few more weapons, this is going to be unstoppable. Did you see that with any?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. He started getting a little more confidence when they relied a lot on Chuba. Chuba started. He had an awesome year last year. I think they're planning on using him a lot. They drafted the kid from Texas, Brooks.
He got hurt.
He's electric, man, but he's just can't stay healthy. But when they started relying on Chuba, his confidence started going way up. And the problem is their defense is so bad. They lost their Derek Brown, who was their best defensive player, like real early in the season, and that they're not a team that's going to be outscoring people. They're not going to win shootouts, and so they're just there. And we made the bad deal to get Bryce Young. We gave away eight. We gave away so many draft picks. I mean, if you, I
was like six.
Looking at it because it's pretty embarrassing. I mean, we gave away DJ Moore plus like 2 first-round draft picks, like 2 second-round draft picks. Like it was a lot, man. Like it was probably one of the biggest trades of all time. And it's just, you're not going to have talent when you can't draft people. when you're
true. But it looks like y'all starting to pick yourselves up. From the draft picks, you picked up Trevor Etienne, the running back from Georgia.
Yep.
You picked up McMillan from Arkansas as another wide receiver, and then Jimmy Horn Jr. from Colorado.
Yeah.
So from it looks like y'all have a nice receiving core. That will definitely help them out with you re-sign Adam Thielen. You still got Xavier Leggett.
Yeah.
So it looks like y'all probably have some weapons for them to throw at throughout the for this season.
Yeah, Leggett and they're saying that T-Mac. I mean, he was the what pick was the Panthers? 6. He was the 6th pick overall. I mean, they say he's Mike Evans 2.0, and Mike Evans is I mean, Mike Evans going to the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's who. Yeah. The Panthers got good, if y'all like betting, the Panthers got good odds to win the South. I mean, it's plus 340 for them to win. Last time I looked, the South.
I mean, the South is wide open, especially when I'm looking at the Saints, and it's like, okay, you picked up Tyler Show. I don't know what type of year he's going to have. Because one, like how you said, how they depended on the running back. With the running game, you still have Al Kamara, but you also picked up Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They also still have Olave. They re-signed Braden Cooks. Cooks is good, but I'm like, dude, he's getting old.
But wait
a second,
they don't have a quarterback.
Where's Olave at?
Say what?
Where's Olave at?
Olave's here.
Where? He ain't here. This is Ohio State, goddammit. Where's Olave at?
He's with the Saints, damn it.
Thank you. All right, I was lost. I kind of wandered off.
He's actually making trade bait because they're going to be tanking. When I was listening to the radio, they were talking about the Saints tanking for Manning, or South Carolina, the Gamecocks. They got this quarterback that's going to be really good. I mean, he's like Cam. He's very similar to Cam.
I can see them doing that. Like I said, because if you look at the roster, I mean, they're not a bad team offensively. They could be a threat. And like I said, it depends on the QB play. Because like I said, you have Alvin Kamara, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Chris Olave, Braden Cooks, and Juwan Johnson. Everybody on here has been pretty decent fantasy players. They can get you catches, touchdowns, and scores. Braden Cooks, if he still keeps the streak, this would be what he's had it with the Saints before. But every team he's played for, he's still racked up at least 1,000 yards in receptions.
Man, he's got to be older than us, man. Braden Cooks,
about there.
They already talked about Brady getting to 45.
But
yeah, the Saints. Yeah, I don't see them being a threat, man. I saw them play last year. They just didn't look very good. The Falcons might. It depends on how Bijan does, and the Bucks are obviously the team to beat. But don't sleep on my Panthers, man. They have one of the most expensive offensive line in the league now.
Well, y'all went on that streak right at the end. Y'all went on that streak right at the end, so it was kind of like the quarterback. Like I said, definitely when Bryce kind of got his confidence or just started to enjoy the game, he was starting to become more of a monster. So they kind of left. They kind of ended the season kind of on a nice little winning streak. It wasn't enough to where they can say, okay, they'll be to look at. But like I said, do you think that this will be his breakout year?
I hope so. I hope it's not like we had Baker, we had Darnold. Both of them leave the Panthers. They get a whole lot better. I hope it's not like that. Like where we give up on this guy, he then turns into a Pro Bowler. We got to keep him healthy though, and that's why they invest so much in the offensive line, because he is. Well, it's so weird going from. We used to have Cam is a mountain of a man. Like he was big mountain, the offensive lineman, and then we go to the guy. I mean,
I should call him Mini Me.
Yeah, it is noticeable.
Motherfucker, you can't call nobody mini-me when you shorter than everybody.
I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. I take it back.
Bryce, it is noticeable, man, when he gets in the huddle. And it's just so weird just looking back thinking back to when Cam commanded that huddle. Like, Cam was just, we go from the biggest guy in the world to a guy who's not so big, but he is pretty accurate, and it looks like they play hard for him. So I'm hoping for a big year, especially if you're talking fantasy, man. I would definitely be looking to get Chuba. If you could get him at some point in the mid rounds, man, I think he's going to have a monster year as well.
Okay. So, being a Panther fan, I'd say a season ticket holder. I don't know if you're a Panther fan yet. What games are you more excited to watch?
Motherfucker, if you bought season tickets, I hope you a fan.
Yeah. I got hold on. Where? Yep. Got the PSL right there.
Oh wow.
Okay. There you go. You damn right.
It's a good experience. Well, we play the Cowboys again this year. That's always pretty fun. Cowboys are going to have a fun offense. I mean, it's always pretty fun games to go to when you got the Bucks. It used to be really fun when the Saints come to town. They've been snooze fest the past couple of years, and the Falcons. When the Falcons come to town, we're gonna eat good. Because people from Atlanta and Georgia get there pretty early, start grilling, and it's always a good time when they come.
So have you been? So do you do the tailgating and everything? Have you?
Oh yeah, so when I can, man. It depends on what time the games are, and balancing kids and.
Right.
Sundays, mornings, trying to rush to a game sometimes can be hard. I used to, when I first moved to Charlotte, I lived right next to the stadium. So it was I would just roll out Sunday morning, just start tailgating right from the start. That's how, and those were the good.
Because you got to walk home.
What's that?
Because you got to walk home.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Like, I can stumble back. Like, I can crawl back. It don't matter. Like, I'm around the corner. I'll get there in a minute.
That was awesome. And we were rolling then too, man. Those years, the Cam, the Kuechly years, Thomas Davis, Peppers. I mean, we like those games were always like so much to go to. But I actually started going to the games when they had a 1-win season. Tickets were like $10. It was so easy to get into. Jimmy Clausen was the quarterback. They drafted Cam the next year. Price just shot up like 100%.
Exponentially.
I want to know how if you were able to do season tickets. So if I would do the season tickets for next year, because y'all don't want tickets for 10, how much were the season tickets?
Well, I got the club level, man. So you got to buy the Panthers got it set up. I think they were one of the first teams. You got to buy a PSL, so you actually own. I'd pay, what was it? I'd pay like $4,000 or $5,000 for the PSL, and then you got to renew the season tickets every year after that, which is
you just gave JT a heart attack.
No, because look, so his PSL for people that don't know, PSL is a personal seat license, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Like, you own the seat that you fucking bought. Like, that's yours until the end. There are people in Green Bay that legitimately put that shit in their will.
Yep.
That put it in their will so their next generation can keep going to the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, you've got a gold mine right there, guy. Jesus Christ, you can sell that for almost as much as a team at this point.
Well, they still have a few still left. They're just about all gone. But for the most part, yeah, that's the reason why I've held on to it. The shitty thing is if like they have another like Jimmy Clausen year, then and you just don't want it's just, you don't want to go to the games and you don't want to buy the season tickets, then your PSL goes back to the Panthers. So it's a
right.
that
Right. Are they going to get better next year?
the
Yeah. All right.
lot
Here's
of
my
the
card. Mm.
yeah, because
God, I
it
commend
was
you just
tough
for.
the past couple of years.
I bet it fucking was. You
Yeah,
you are a committed individual right there. Just doing that and be, but there are motherfuckers in the dog pound that have probably been paying that same thing for 40 goddamn years in
yeah,
Cleveland Stadium, sitting there freezing their ass off.
yeah.
Right? At least you got Carolina. Like it's decent weather 90% of the time.
Yep, it is until about December. It starts to get cold. But I'm a glutton for punishment, man. I grew up a Skins fan, and I was just so
Oh
sick of the
God,
way.
I could imagine going out and sitting in RFK. That
Yeah,
noise, dude.
I couldn't
Oh God.
like nobody. The last game I went to was empty. It was that place was a
Right.
ghost town, and I just went down to Carolina. It was a much more enjoyable experience, to say
There
the
you
least.
go.
So I just adopted them, I guess you could say.
Well, yeah, because you were there doing the Evil Empire days of Daniel Snyder.
Oh yeah,
And then we got Snyder out the building. From
Hey,
what I've seen is from what
hey.
one
At
of my other
least Daniel
co-hosts,
Snyder.
Lady A, when they do that every time I think about it, I think of Landover Mall. I don't know why, because it's basically where the stadium is at. Landover Mall was literally across the street.
yeah. Well, they're building a new. I think they got approved to build where the old RFK was. So they're back to DC. So that's cool for some of my family members who still stuck with them. I was like, man, this is not.
Yeah, I had to let it go. It's like, look, I like, well, you know what? It's not you, it's me.
That's
like we should just better be just as friends. I'll root for when you play the Cowboys, but after that,
yeah, that's exactly it was a bad relationship, the Redskins. So I took one.
Hold on.
Went for a younger, hotter team.
Hold on. I got one thing. Wait a second. And again, you're talking about somebody again. I root for Ohio State. I don't have an NFL team. It's whatever. But like at least Daniel Snyder fought for the Redskins name. Like, look, I don't care what you say about it now.
No, he didn't. He gave it up. He folded.
At the end, yes, because they made him fucking do it. But they were like, look, either you're going to get out of the league and we're not going to call him this anymore, or you're going to keep the team and we're just not going to keep the name anymore. And he went, well, fuck it. But at least, like, he fought for how many goddamn years? Like, it took what? Almost 60 years of them being called the Redskins to them to change it to the Washington Commanders. I'm not fighting for it. I don't give a damn either fucking way. But they're the Redskins for so fucking long. Like, you still have people on the radio now. Like, they've been the Washington football team and the Commanders for so fucking long that people still fuck up and call them the Redskins.
Yeah, they will, and I'm not gonna lie, they will forever be the Redskins.
Yeah.
They can be called the Commanders, Washington football team. But
Right.
if you are a true fan,
right.
you know them as the Washington Redskins.
Right.
Well, I think a Native American tribe is suing them to have it back.
Well, because I know
one thing was this. I know
what Snyder was doing. And I think Jack Kent Cook was doing it too, to where profits of the Redskins were going to a certain tribe.
Well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Why?
So to him, there was like, well, why are you fighting to have the Redskin, to have the name taken away when profits are going to those tribes, to an Indian tribe? So it's not like we're profiting off of it. They were, but I get it. So it came to where the only reason that they actually got rid of the name was because all the endorsements said, okay, until you change the name, we're done. Hell, even in DC, because we wanted the stadium back in DC. That was one of the biggest things that they stated, is that until you change the name, you won't get a stadium here.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, so it was kind of like Sniper was like, fine, I go to Virginia, I go to Maryland, and that's it. Y'all still gonna drive up here to see us. But it kind of like, I guess, when all the actual behind the scenes, all the assault cases and just all the bad news, that was just his time to actually sell. Now we got Magic and I think and the other guy.
Magic got a piece of the fucking
he owns the 76ers too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the main. I think he's the majority owner. Magic is like partial. It's like a partial owner.
Yeah, it
like
was just
Jay-Z with the fucking Nets. Got it.
It was just sad, man. Like I remember it used to be a big deal, like season tickets to the Redskins. Like people were on waiting lists.
Oh yeah.
Time. And then like nobody wanted them. Like
it was guaranteed a Redskin game because every Redskin game was always sold out.
Yep.
And that's why we was always on TV all the time, because every Redskin game was always sold out. And you had when season tickets were hard to get, even if we sucked or not, that was telling you something.
I will tell you this: it's a big difference down here in the South than going to the Redskin game. The intensity level is not as high. You don't have to.
I'll tell you this, and because my mother was a cop, and she had to patrol that area for certain times.
Yeah. And
when they came to the Redskins and Cowboys, man, them Redskins, them Hogettes, what cracked me up was basically like CEOs, six-figure income dudes that basically, work for the government or something like that, were getting all tore up, having his stuff on. And when they came to them, like, hey, Dallas, kiss this. And they would lift up their dresses with no drawers on, tell more kids suck this. Oh, yeah. I'm sitting there like, yeah, it don't get no worse than that.
Yeah, those Philly fans were way worse than the Dallas fans and the Giants too. The Cowboy fans just always are annoying. The Giants and the Philly fans were, I mean, they could get a little have a
little chesty and testy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but their extra is a little extra. Like when the Philly fans are at home, like if they give that extra, they go into the jail underneath the fucking stadium. They go to RFK, they know that shit ain't fucking there. They can give it hell. The worst they go get is kicked out, they can leave.
Now I tell you what though, and I've learned this firsthand. JT with Ohio State, I hate when y'all lose to Michigan. It hasn't happened a lot.
No, I hate when it happens. 4 fucking years. Fuck that noise.
See? And look, that's him saying it. But when you experience it, when they lose a game, all hell breaks loose downtown. I don't know what it is.
The worst part is, I think they legitimately put a fine on OSU campus for like the sororities and fraternities and whatnot, and like houses in that area. There is no more couch burning. Like they used to burn a couch. Even when we won, fuck it. Like at least one couch get burned, and then a whole house went fucking up. Like they legitimately put it on a fine. They haven't had one of those in a while.
But I said, like I said, and that's in Ohio. That's for college. Just think they had a pro team in Columbus.
We do. We got getting 2 of them. We got the Blue Jackets and the Crew. At least the Crew. Oh God, no, no. Even if you put a pro team in fucking Columbus, Ohio, like Ohio State will still dominate over top of them. Like it doesn't matter if you put a pro team here. But the Browns are supposed to come down when they're doing the construction for the new stadium. It'll just be Cleveland folks coming down. Like, Ohio, Columbus fans will try to show up, but it'll all be Cleveland folks coming down here. Ohio State is Ohio State. Right? Like, if you put a pro team in here that's a football team, like they're going to lose because Ohio State is Ohio State.
Now I put it this way: I think that might change.
It's no different.
When it comes to the Browns, when it comes to the Browns and the Steelers.
Well, that's just because the Steelers keep drafting Ohio State players. The Browns don't. The Steelers keep drafting Ohio State players, and the Browns don't. That's why a lot of them switch over. Again, I don't give a fuck. Like that's why I'm decent. I finish second or third every year. I never win the goddamn thing, but I finish second or third every goddamn year because I don't
great. That's because
care.
his wife got both of the belts.
So
I want to talk about
it. He goes to
I
second and
want to talk
third.
about it.
He asked who won it. His wife got both belts.
Oh, his wife is
Like
his wife is in
no.
fantasy
My wife
football,
is
and she has both
from
championship belts.
Columbus, Ohio. God damn it! No, that fucking Michigan bullshit.
No. She's fantasy football wise. She's the champ in the house.
What do y'all do for the loser of the league?
Well, we haven't done for the loser. We don't do anything. It's more about winning. So the winner is in most leagues they get the champion. They get a choice of what they want as a trophy. My cousin, he won it in the NFL. So now he wanted a banner. So now he has the championship banner. He has the rings. He has the belt. He has anything that we've won. He has it.
Man, I don't think I could handle my wife beating me in fantasy football. That would
see what he's pulling out.
No. If you haven't experienced this yet, guy, no, you don't want your wife beating you in fucking fantasy football.
No, that would be tough.
Yeah, those are her belts.
Motherfucker, I got 2 belts on my shoulder. One of them says Sippy, the other one says Sippy 2 belts. I drafted both of these belts. Right, but they have her name on them. I drafted both of these teams. And I get no credit for it. No, she won them. I didn't do all the work every fucking week. Which player should I put in? Put this one in. Okay, I won. Yay, good job. Right, it got to the end of the season. She got the belt. It's got her name on it. It don't got our names on it. It's got her name on it. All right, and I got 2 of them sitting back to back
right now.
Yeah, she's right behind me, fucking looking at me. Don't make me fucking have to deal with that guy. You already have to deal with him getting out in the first place.
So what we usually do what we usually do on the show, fantasy wise, we do our fantasy matchups. So what we do every week, we'll try to help the audience out. We'll try to give us who we feel as though is going to be the top performers for the week from each position. So that'll be our lineup. Whoever has the better lineup score, that week. So what we're planning on doing for us, it's between JT and me on the show. The loser has to put on a wrestling singlet.
Oh.
And it says I suck at fantasy football.
I don't give a shit.
The back of it says loser. Now, if I lose, I have to wear the singlet and run a 40-yard dash.
Oh, you're still going to buy a thing regardless?
If I lose, I have to wear the singlet and run a 40-yard dash.
Do you understand how much?
If he loses, he has to wear the singlet in one of his bowling leagues. So he has to bowl that singlet on.
See, Ozzy, can you get it under 40? Get the 40 under 5?
Hell no. I'm not going to lie.
Mike said, hey.
I'm going to he said he ran the 40. He said he could run it faster than Brady. Brady was a 5.28 and a 5.44. He ran it in 8.55.
No, wait.
And here's his excuse.
Go ahead and watch the video. One, Sierra's cadence is completely off. I false started 3 times, waiting on him to fucking say go. Right? False started 3 times. And by the 4th time, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to jog. And I jogged the 40 in about...
He said he can do it. He said he wants to beat Brady. He said he can beat Brady's time. Brady's his rookie time was a 5.28. No, I'm sorry. His rookie time was a 5.48. And then when he did the 40 again, he brought it down to a 5.28 at 36. You ready, Button? All right, here we go. Ready, set. Good? Yeah. All right, ready, set, go. Oh, stop.
You motherfucker, you. Every time you show that fucking video. Like, you understand, like, I started waiting on you to fucking say go like 3 goddamn times.
Well, that
so you
with everything with the blast and all.
Basically, hold on, so make sure I'm understanding. You're mad at me because you was anticipating the go instead of reacting on the go.
No.
That's what it's
again,
like. You're mad at me because
you set it up
you
again.
anticipated the go.
Rich Eisen does the 40 every goddamn year at the combine.
Right.
To see
And they do the same way.
The
Ready, set, and
but
then you
again,
hit a shotgun.
he's got a fucking set. Ding, 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 go. Right. Ready, set, and then I never heard the word go.
I think the NFL guys go at their own. They don't wait for somebody else. They go at their own mark, right?
Oh no! Don't do that, Greg. Now you're supposed to be on my side.
Once they get it set,
no, there's a
they take it off.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so we doing our match this year. The loser has to wear the singlet, and like I said, with me, I'll run a 40-yard dash, and if he loses, he has to wear it during one of his bowling nights.
You're like, I will lose on purpose so you don't have to fucking wear. Like, I wear a singlet right here. I don't care. No, I will lose on purpose so you don't have to run a 40.
No, I want to. If I lose, I will run the 40-yard dash. I will get you my doctor.
Yeah, but when your boy has gotten up and fucking, he can probably do it. Yeah. You, on the other hand, like, I'm gonna have to have an ambulance every 10 yards.
A what?
Just to pick an ambulance every 10 yards, just to make sure you don't die.
Oh my God, dude.
Like, your mom would be so mad at me if I let you die running a 40 on a dumbass fucking bed.
My health reasons let's put it this way. My health reasons are because I'm not working out. So I will probably think that if I'm working out, that would be a reason for it to do that.
If you try to run a 40 at full fucking blast, like, you gonna die. I love you to death. You're my favorite. You are. But you try to run a 40, you gonna die.
But like, I will lose on purpose. I've dealt with this since I decided to move to Ohio.
Well, you were right. I mean, he does remind me a lot of Joey.
Right? He looks a lot like fucking like
no. Well, Joey was like a neighbor. I mean, good dude, like cool dude. He was just he was a fun guy. I hadn't heard that name in a long time until when you brought it up.
It's funny, both of y'all got girls.
Yeah. Well, I do got a boy.
I don't know if he got a boy yet, but I know he got two. He got a girl.
Yeah.
And it cracked me up. I'm like, wait a minute, both of y'all first kids were girls.
Yeah.
My boy was first. Thank God. Yeah. I got the big brother thing. I do not get the big sister thing. Like, I always had the big, like, I got a big brother fucking coming after you. Yeah. He is a video game nerd. Yeah, fuck off, COZ. He is a video game nerd, but I got a big brother. I got the big brother thing, not a big sister thing. Thank God. Even though I wish it would have gone the fucking way. But that's beside the point. Fuck that guy. Like, he does win. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say now, just change the subject. I'm not gonna lie. Since this is that fantasy show, one thing we do got to discuss. We got to discuss. Like I said, I found out. I looked at the sleepers that they have this year. The sleepers, the buzz, the breakouts. I definitely want to start out with quarterbacks first. So for the sleepers, what they're looking at for QB wise, we have Dak Prescott, Drake May, Michael Penix, Justin Fields, JJ McCarthy, Jordan Love, Bryce Young, and I put for my kind of honorable mention Jackson Dart from the Giants.
Yeah. But again, it's first fucking season. Like, Mr. Unlimited ain't gonna do shit.
I'm trying to get Josh Allen, not trying to get a sleep. Josh Allen, I mean, is reminds me so much of Cam. And I mean, that dude wins fantasy football leagues every single year. I'm tired of losing to him. Never had him on my team. So I'm trying.
I'm not gonna lie. I put Tom Brady on my goddamn bench for an entire. I drafted him in the fucking draft and left him on my bench the entire season, so I didn't have to play against his ass the whole season.
Yeah, that's almost what I'm gonna do with Josh. That's what I'm gonna try and do with Josh Allen. Just get him
right. You draft him and just leave him on your bench so you don't have to lose to his ass. But I am fucking there.
But I think I do like Jordan Love. I think the Packers are going to be back strong. I know they were banged up last year. They drafted a wide receiver in the first round. That
Golden Wilson, yeah.
I mean, so if you're looking for a sleeper, I mean, you know what? If any of the guys, you know, I appreciate you bringing me on to promote the business and stuff like that. But the best thing that you've done is. Chioza, you know how I like to talk a little shit. You've given me the best shit talk because I tell all the guys in my league, like, who of y'all have ever been invited to be on a fantasy football podcast? Like, so if they're
so when you do that, just give them this message. When you look,
how many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep fighting.
Just go and let them know that.
That's all right. So they, if they get to watch it, they're gonna know who I'm trying to draft. But yeah, Jordan Love would be a good. If I get Josh Allen, that'd be a good one to shoot for. I would think. I think Penix, man, is gonna be. I think he's gonna be a problem. They say he got banged up a lot in college, but I know in Washington, man, he was slinging it all over the place. He was just dropping. He goes deep. He doesn't do that check down shit.
Oh no. And then like they said with the running game they have with Bijan Robinson, you have Kyle Pitts, you have Bryce. I mean, you have Drake, and I think they still kept Mooney. So it's like it's not like to where you don't have weapons or targets to throw at.
Cioza, you can't ever mention drafting Kyle Pitts ever again. Like Kyle
I'm not gonna lie, I am one of those people that for some reason it's that toxic relationship, and I think it's when I look at it to where I'm not gonna lie, I am a Kyle Pitts drafter, but I draft him when I already have a tight end.
Yeah. So
it's like, okay, I need a backup, so he might help me out one of these days.
Yeah.
But so yeah. If I need a dependable, like, okay, I need just 3-4 points. Kyle Pitts.
The Drake is if he stays healthy, he got banged up when they played the Panthers last year. But if he stays healthy, he's a beast of a wide receiver. So Penix might be another one on that list. Jack, like I'm not touching any Giants. So you say talking about Jackson. I don't like rookie quarterbacks. Like I'm going to stay away from if all possible.
I do like any rookies in the draft just because like NFL teams don't have tape on them yet. Now again, a rookie is only good for about 4 to 6 weeks because then teams do got tape on them. They can figure their shit out, and they do.
Yeah,
but the first couple of weeks, they're not bad to have.
Yeah, unless you got total outliers like Daniels last year, and then the year before that was CJ Stroud.
Right, but that was because they caught on toward them personally caught on later in the fucking year. Right? That's because teams were like, you know what, fuck it, put the rookie in, let him go.
Yep.
That's what it turns into. But like, if you don't get them fucking early, you're not going to get them late.
So I'm not going to talk about the sleepers that are on here or you think are not on here. Who do you feel as though shouldn't be a sleeper?
I don't think Jordan Love should be a sleeper. I mean, he almost took the Packers to the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Not wrong.
So I mean, they technically should have beat the 49ers. I thought they had pretty much.
It was one of those like because they did spank Dallas and they came wrong and the 49ers it was just
But the 49ers should have beat the Broncos too, and then the lights went out, and then everything turned back on, and Peyton won. So
Dak should not be on a sleepers list, man. Like, I know we got Pickens, but like we know what we're going to get from Dak. He's going to beat up on the Giants. He's going to he's going to have some like a big game against the Giants and another scrub team. But then when he plays like a good solid team like the Eagles or something like that, he's going to drop a dud when you need him. So that's I would stay away from Dak, even though he's got, I mean, obviously Lamb and I don't. Did they draft a running back? I don't know who's a running back.
They signed Javonte from the Broncos. He was the running back there.
Yeah,
and they picked up Pickens.
Yeah, which I'm not like leaving Sean Payton. Like running backs that leave Sean Payton and quarterback, like he's not getting rid of guys who could play. you know,
right?
Like, I mean, that dude is pretty fantasy football money. Like, so I'm if he's getting rid of you, like I'm not drafting you. And going down to Dallas, they don't have the offensive line they had a couple of years ago. That's when Dak was really cooking. So I don't have high hopes for the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, why do you even have me on this show? You can just have him on. I can sit out for the week. Jesus, like I'm here for the yucks and the jokes. He's coming with real shit. I got nothing.
So next, and I think I'll throw this in with you too. Next, I got the running backs, the sleepers. You got Jordan Mason, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, Quishon Judkins, Caleb Johnson, Tank Bixby, Jalen Wright, and Cam Scatterbo. He's with the Giants.
You ain't using Judkins until at least week 8 or 9 when he gets back from his fucking suspension. Why the hell would you draft that dude? Get him the fuck out of there. Get the hell out of here.
Again, he probably won't be a starter. You can always put him on your bench.
You're talking about
Carolina? He gonna sit on the bench.
Quishon Judkins from Cleveland.
Yeah, which college did he go to?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Oh yeah, that guy's pretty good. And he can catch the ball too.
He's pretty good. Yeah, but he swings on bitches too, so like he's gonna be out for at least 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me put him on the do not draft list, or at least
right. Like catch him maybe like week 5, week 6 when people forgot about it.
Now the one
I'm
surprised they didn't put up on here. JT, who was the other quarterback? Who's the other running back that he ended up going to New England? He was from Ohio State. I can't remember his name.
Oh, you an asshole. Fucking Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
Right, went to fucking New England. Like, that is a Belichick dude, fucking born and bred. Like, he is ready to go the Belichick way, but Belichick in North Carolina now.
Well, right now you got Ramondre Stevenson starting, but I'll probably say I'll probably say that will probably be a spot later down the season.
But he's not bad, but again, he doesn't have, like, if he'd have walked into New England with the Belichick way, with Belichick still there, coaching the way he does, it might have been a complete turnaround for New England, right? The fact that Belichick's not there anymore and he doesn't have that, like, overseeing thing above him, keeping him in line, like, he's going to be good regardless, but without that, like, above him, like, it's not going to be that Patriot fucking way. I guarantee you, fucking Travion Henderson will probably be about on 18 before he's done with his career. Like, the Patriots is just where he starts at. But Travion Henderson is going to bounce around between a bunch of fucking teams.
Now, lastly, I'm going to make the wide receivers. We got Ricky Pearsall. We got Jawan Jenkins, Jaden Reed, Travis Hunter, Michael Pittman, Marvin Mims.
Wait a second, you can't put Travis Hunter in there.
Hold on. Marvin Mims.
Is he not a cornerback too?
And Rashid Shaheed.
I don't care. Like, is Hunter actually going to be a wide receiver? Or is he going to be a cornerback? Like,
we'll find out in preseason for that. For Travis Hunter, like I said, I think he's mainly going to be a wide receiver, but I think what they're going to do is he's going to have certain packages in defense. That's what I really think.
I guarantee you, he bitches and moans about that to his fucking agent and gets the team to fucking change that shit. Because, like, he wants to go both ways regardless. Like, that dude's got it in his head that he's going to have his entire career be both ways. And it's only going to be about 4 years.
Well,
he's going to die.
I'm staying away from I stay away from Jacksonville, man. I've been cursed with anything that's associated with Trevor Lawrence. Like,
man, leave Sunshine alone. Like, he tried.
Paul Mitchell. You talking about Paul Mitchell?
Yep.
As you call him, Paul Mitchell. Every time he take the help, bro, he coming straight from a shampoo commercial.
Yeah,
right.
You thought he would have been a good quarterback, man. He was a beast at Clemson, and then they just can't get. They just are a hot mess down in Jacksonville, man. So I try to avoid teams. Like, that's one of the teams I want to avoid this year.
Worst part is, like, I'm with Lawrence as a backup. Like, he ain't so started. He is not number one. Like, if you catch, like, Lawrence in, like, the 6th, 7th, 8th, like, end of the fucking draft, yeah. But, like, you're not drafting him as your starter. Sunshine is a fucking, like, oh, I got a bye week. I need somebody. Like, that's when you put Lawrence in.
Yeah.
Well, that's the sleepers. Now, before we go, I kind of want to bring this out. So I'm sure everybody heard about the Teddy Bridgewater situation, him being suspended.
For what now?
Actually, it's kind of like BS. So he got suspended for basically giving informational benefits to the players. These were the benefits: having the field painted, he came out of his own money. Pre-game meals came out of his own money. Clothing for uniforms, he paid for. Uber rides. So if you could get to or from practice, he actually paid for your Uber. And he's being suspended for that. The thing is, he's asked the community for help.
Now, wait a second. Did he clear that with the team that he was doing those things? Because you were doing it for a bit, right? Like, unless you cleared it with them and it got cleared by the NFL, like, what he is doing is technically illegal because they are illegal benefits.
Well, you gotta remember, it's not the NFL no more. He's a high school coach.
Oh, then yes. No, he is not allowed to fucking do that. As a high school coach, no. Look, they got those rules in fucking college now. They ain't falling down to high school yet.
Well, here's the thing. Didn't Dion, when he took care of that school, didn't he kind of come out of pocket paying for everything? It's not like I'm giving you money to say, okay, yeah, here's a few bucks,
right? But he didn't go directly to the person. He went to the school and fucking did it.
And that's what he did. It was basically for the school.
Right. It was for the school, but he probably didn't tell them about it. Like, if he did tell them about it, it would probably been either, okay, go ahead and do that. We can write it down and taxate it. Things of that nature. If you don't say nothing, if there are extra benefits that you didn't, like, essentially pay tax for.
I'm kind of lost on that.
That's, again, in college, you were allowed to give them a bagel, but you weren't allowed to give them cream and cheese. Now you're allowed to give them the whole thing. They haven't gotten down to the high school level like that yet.
The high school level is more community based. So it's kind of like the community's not doing it. That's when you have like the
yeah, but if the community's fucking doing it, they're giving it to the high school, they're not giving it to the fucking college.
You lose me on the college because I'm thinking, oh, this is dealing with high school.
Again, it's NIL. That's what it is. Like, again, if them kids were allowed to do that in high school, and it's going to make it all the way down to the fucking Little League World Series. We're going to have Little League World Series kids in fucking commercials getting hundreds of thousands of dollars for just being in a commercial. And they might not do another thing after that.
Right. But the benefits he's doing, this is supposed to be taken care of by the school. Even when you play, think about it, even when you play summer league, You had somebody that painted the field. You had somebody that bought the little snacks, and you probably had somebody that actually picked up little Johnny, or took Johnny to the game. And that's
probably
basically what
paid
he's
by
doing.
the city,
It's nothing out of the ordinary benefits. This is the basics that you should be getting in high school football.
But it's not. Do you not understand? Like, that's the way these things work. Like, if somebody's getting paid for something, you need a documentation of it. If you're just paying somebody for something and it happens, how did this happen? And then the paper trail catches up and they blame, like, no, like, we should have known about this.
Right,
it's no different than tattoo gate, right? It's deflate gate, it's all that shit. It is legitimately elementary shit that it really doesn't matter. But no, we're gonna make it matter.
I'm lost on that one. You lost me on that one.
You got a rich coach. Like he should, if he wants to spend his money and pay his players, or give them Uber rides or buy them food. Like, that's crazy that they would suspend him. I don't know.
But it's that whole thing of like you will get recruits in the future that are like, oh, this dude will pay for this, this, and this. Like, I don't have to deal with that. I'm gonna go there rather than going to.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, to where you feel as though, okay, if you're doing all this, then you can get better recruits, and that makes sense to a certain extent. But then again, if all I'm doing is
everybody's on the bare
minimum, why am I getting for covering the bare minimum?
Right. If everybody's on the same playing level, that's fine. But like, if he's doing that and the rest of the coaches in his conference aren't doing that, they're down here, right? Why would I go to a school down here when I can go to the school up here that's going to take care of them?
But like I say, again,
he's going to get the best goddamn
he's
players.
Came to the school. He actually did come to the school and said, "Hey, we need these things,"
and they didn't provide because they didn't have the budget.
So if that's the case, if he came to the school to say, "Hey, we need these things to keep this school, to keep this program going," and they turn him down, then how can you suspend him from paying out of pocket to make sure that the program is still going?
Because it's something that the other schools can't do. That's all it is.
Right. I'm looking at.
I understand that.
With their program, but this
you would have to have public school, right? No, listen to me. Like, if a private school is willing to pay extra money for the things of that nature, they play other private schools. They might play a city school every once in a while, but they don't play them that often.
Right, but it's in a private school.
Right. But the city schools don't have them same benefits. Right? If a guy at the city school pays out for them extra benefits and doesn't tell anybody, that's a better school than every other city school there, because you don't got a private to get the same benefit.
I kind of get some what you were just saying, but also on the other end, it's kind of like if you're doing public, like I said, if this is a public school, which it is, and he's playing against other public schools who are getting actual better benefits, and when it comes to his district, he's
probably
saying, hey,
not. They're probably getting the same benefits,
so we can make sure these programs are still going.
No, them city schools are all getting the same fucking, all getting the same budget. They got the same budget across the line. Like, if he pulls out money out of his account to pay for things that players aren't fucking getting, that's extra benefits that the other schools aren't getting.
I can see if he was doing like extra, to where it's like, you know what? No, we gonna do it nice. We gonna get the new Nike uniforms. We gonna get the new Nike shoes.
Right. That right there, like, pushing the budget up higher.
Right, that I can see, but if he's just paying for the bare minimum just to make sure that the program is surviving,
that's still extra benefits that the other schools don't get. I hate
because
putting
the other schools already have it. They have no issues.
I understand. I hate being on the other side, but it really is. Being from Columbus Public, like, we came from public school, right? We dealt with what we had to deal with. Every other school we dealt with what we dealt with. right? Like we didn't have like we went over there. They had the same fucking workout equipment we fucking had,
Right.
right? Like there was no difference. But if you went to a fucking private school and played against them, like walking, it was a completely different fucking field.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy should just go get a job at a private school. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Right.
I guess my thing is this: it's to where, as much as you talk about NFL players trying to make things for the community and do this and do that, and do you have these coaches that actually do it? It's like now you're suspended because like, oh, because he's spending money on this, it's against this habit. It's like, wait a minute.
No, it's against
take care of the bare minimum. I'll make sure the field is painted. I'm making sure the kids getting to and from the fields, and I'm making sure they're being fed. I'm not doing anything extra.
What state is that? Is he in? What state is he in?
So I think it was somewhere in Miami. I think it was like around the Magic City area.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You just say Atlanta without saying Atlanta. Yeah. Motherfucker, you just said Magic City and was like, yo, that's your bro. We got it.
hey, fellas! I got a pregnant wife that's texting me. She's
she said, "Feed me now." I understand.
Oh no! Get out of here, God! Go do that.
Greg, it was great having you. Hopefully, we have you on again. Definitely send us some information. It was a blast having you, bro.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me on. It's been fun. It's definitely a cool way to do it.
Hopefully later in the season we can talk to you more about the Panthers and about your fantasy season, see how that's going, and we'll let you know how we doing on ours.
All right, sounds good, man. Hopefully we got a Super Bowl run down south soon. So
see, now
I ain't gonna lie, it sounds like a plan.
Y'all take care. Thank you.
All right, you take it easy, sir.
Y'all be good, baby.
Later. Thank you.
And yeah, that's Greg.
Get the hell out of here. Like, you're fucking no. Them public schools, like, you can't have somebody paying for shit for other kids to fucking go to school and fucking get some extra shit. These kids over here.
Isn't that what boosters are for?
No. Again, back in the $100 handshake days, yes. NIL, different deal. With it being in college, like, it's going to make it to high school at some fucking point. And probably
you're talking about NIL towards personal players, like players getting benefits. We're talking about
you're not saying the same thing. To get individual players to school, we paid for an Uber for them to get there. Right?
No, I'm right. I'm talking about the team.
Hold on. No, for extra meals, yeah, I'll just fucking pay for that. No, like every coach in the fucking thing can't do that the entire season. Some of them fucking can because they have fucking made the money. But that's not the fucking point. There is a fucking rule limit. If you go above that, there's extra benefits. It doesn't matter what you fucking do. I don't care if you buy a set of fucking towels so they can wipe off in between fucking practice sessions. Right? The school didn't fucking provide it. You don't fucking. I hate being on this side of the fucking thing because we went to city schools, goddammit. We didn't get a damn thing.
Well, I'm putting it this way. I guess if you put it this way, well, I look at it this way. As much as they talk about certain players not making impacts in their community, and you have him doing that for that community, to where he's making sure that these kids have
that is a completely different thing.
Need for their
different thing. Like, he made his money prior, he had money to be able to do those things.
So he's right. So he's coming out of pocket, paying for everything.
But the other coaches did not. Right? If you're a professional athlete, George Sanders up in fucking Cleveland, he is doing beautiful things with the Browns, right, in the community. But he is a professional player. He is getting paid in I-90. He is getting paid on an I-99. It is completely fucking different. There is a completely different tax bracket.
So you realize Teddy Bridgewater is not a player anymore in the NFL.
Yeah, but he is a fucking coach in high school.
Yes, he is a high school football coach.
Right. They have a NFL background, which gives him more money than every other coach that he is going up against. Right? It's no different than Dion.
I don't think that counts. I don't think that matters if he's basically if he's covering the school If he's basically saying, hey, I went to the people and we needed this, we needed that, they say we couldn't afford it. Now, growing up, put it this way, growing up and saying in there, we had coaches that actually came out of pocket to take care of the kids. And I don't mean come out of pocket like basically if you need a ride home at the time, yeah, if they can give you an Uber, they'll give you an Uber. If basically the kids were hungry and there was no food left, yeah, they'll order us a pizza. It's the same things. So my thing is that okay, because it's Teddy Bridgewater doing it and not some regular Joe on the street, because if it was some regular Joe on the street, oh, he that's great. He's stepping up. He's doing for the community. Now we actually have a football player that's doing that for the community, and you're just suspending him for it. But if this is every regular Joe Schmo coach that's working a 9 to 5, he would be commended for it.
Again, because every other Joe Schmo coach in that conference is probably a teacher at that school and has already worked 8 goddamn hours teaching 150 different kids about doing some shit, and then went out on a football field for 3 more fucking hours after school, right after they already put in 8 hours. Went out on the fucking practice field at 3 o'clock and fucking put in those 3 hours fucking dealing with these kids not doing what they do. But fucking Teddy Bridgewater just kind of shows up at 3.
That I don't know. I can't answer that part. I can't answer that part because right now I'm looking as the coach. And even as a regular coach, because you have coaches that have done 9 to 5s. You have coaches that are a part of the school. You have coaches that are not part of the school, but they still come through and they still try to help. So my thing is that when it comes to that,
the ones that are coming
through on those funds and he's making a contribution and helping those funds, it's not like he's doing making it glamorous. He's basically doing what every other football coach would do. If I got the money to cover this, okay, I'm covering it.
Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna give you one. And I hate saying it. LeBron James, he gives the Ohio High School Association. He doesn't give to the individual schools. He gives to the full state. There's no problems with that. Right? Again, Bridgewater, if he was given for the entire goddamn city school, not just his school, different fucking story. But the fact that he's just given to his school, that's where the problem is.
I'm not going to lie and say I don't understand that part. I understand what you're putting at too. Okay, LeBron James is making a contribution to the whole school, the whole school Ohio school athletic division.
Don't quote me.
Yeah, I'll give you.
I'm probably wrong about that.
Right, I get that.
I'm probably wrong about that.
Now, I even get because you're saying, well, it's because it's Teddy Bridgewater. Why?
What?
Because Teddy Bridgewater played professional football.
One school.
It wasn't like Teddy Bridgewater was like. Teddy Bridgewater had a decent career. Teddy Bridgewater was not a Hall of Fame caliber, still getting money from other, from endorsements and things like that. I mean, he's basically he saved up some money and he's spending money here and there. I think the most he spent on it is $14,000.
But the fact that the only school he is taking care of is the one. If he's taking care of all the schools, right, that he is the coach of. If he would have taken care of all the schools in the fucking where he's dealing with, if he's taking care of all the schools in that division, there wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that he only takes care of one school,
he brought that to their attention to say, "Hey, this school is lacking funds in sports, and we need this." Now, like I said again, if this was a regular Joe Schmo off the streets and he did this, he would be commended on all the things he's doing because he's going above and beyond what he needs to do as a coach. Now, because Teddy Bridgewater
he's a regular Joe,
and that means he had big contracts, that don't mean he's making that type of money.
Yes, yes, he did. Like we saw Teddy Bridgewater's whole fucking thing. He's got plenty of money to fucking fund this team, probably the conference themselves for a few years. I'm not going to say it's going to fucking last, but because what he did at his school in general, right, makes the rest of the public schools look bad, which means they need to raise their budget, which means taxes have to go up, blah, blah, blah. Again, I do not like being on this side of the fucking thing, but like you have to understand, like if one gets better exponentially because these things happen, the rest of them for competitive parity had to get to that point, and they might not have the funds for that.
So that's when you do fundraisers. That's when you do you find things to do to actually basically fundraisers. I get what you're saying. No, JT, I get what you're saying. I really
but if you're doing that
I
fucking
get
year
what you're
round,
saying.
then it's
Well,
not
okay, because
fundraising.
Teddy Bridgewater is Teddy Bridgewater. That's basically for that school. That's a no-no because they're getting a clear-cut advantage. That's how you're looking at it. They're getting a clear-cut advantage because
Teddy got money. There. Right. Just with him being there, just his name alone is enough to put them over the fucking top. The fact that he is willing to pay for extra shit for them is where the problem comes in.
Because he's but this is with every coach and this is with every football coach. This is not a first for him. Every football coach comes out of pocket. And if you don't believe that guy, I call BS.
But again, those are different fucking circumstances, right? Like Coach Chuck came out of pocket a couple of times during fucking soccer season and whatnot for us, but not a whole lot because again, he was a Columbus public teacher and only got a certain amount to coach us on top of what he got. Like those were living expenses. That's fucking fine. You got Teddy Bridgewater, who already had a career and just kind of ass backward his way. I'm not saying he did, whatever.
But again, we don't know how his money is either. And like I said, just because it's Teddy Bridgewater, don't mean that he got stacks on the stacks on the stacks.
I understand all that, but if you're just willing to fucking put out for fucking Uber rides and dinners and fucking things, I don't think you're fucking hurting too much in the pocket.
But if you're asking for help, saying, "Hey, we need help with these things,"
that's completely fucking different. That is a fundraiser and it is fucking tax related through the school.
So again, he's asking you to do like,
different.
"Hey, can we do these things?
Just flat out paying for it.
And the community's saying no. The community's saying no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. And he's like, "Well, damn. So y'all want me to do this on my own?" And that's what he's doing it on him.
But it is not.
He's doing it on to make sure these kids are taken care of. It's like, wait a minute. Now you suspended me because I actually took care of my players.
Yes, because you did not go through the school to fucking do things properly. If you'd have gone through the school, it'd have been a complete no. I guarantee you didn't. But I'm not saying everyone, but there are a couple of instances where he didn't. Those right there, the couple of instances is no different than going to Pennsylvania and back. Right? They would pay for a trip there, but they wouldn't pay for a trip back.
Where's that coming from?
Same fucking thing. When Step out their training in Pennsylvania, right? They pay for a trip there. Like if she had to come back for the weekend or whatever, she got her days off. They'd pay for her driving back there, doing it, but they would not pay for her trip back here.
Right.
That I completely understand. And again, it is one of the things that you sign up through the school, everything has been covered. Then one or two times you didn't were the times that got cited.
I'm lost.
So, all right. So like
these were the benefits. Like I said, I'm gonna go with the benefits. Having the field painted, pregame meals, clothing, and Uber rides to and from the school.
Right. Any of those four. If you don't have one invoice that isn't through the school, like you signed it, the school signed it, they signed it. Everything's kosher, everything's gravy. But if you sign it and the school don't sign it, or the school signs it and you don't sign it, then it's an infraction.
I get that to a certain point, but if he's providing, if he put it this way, if he's paying for the stuff, he's saying the receipts, saying, "Hey, yeah, I paid for this. Here's for the uniforms. I paid for this." So basically, all he's doing, only thing that he's doing is to make sure his tax return is straight. That's all that is. That's for tax return.
No. That is through the school as well. It is for their tax return because it is inventory and things that they received that they didn't pay for.
So
Those
then
things
it'll be a
have
gift.
to be, in certain circumstances, yes, but in these, no.
Explain.
Oh my God, I've gone on for an hour and 40 minutes explaining this.
So
I need a
we'll
drink.
leave it at. We'll leave it
Hold
at.
on.
We're both. No.
I'm
We're
a
both
little
because if this is the case,
No.
we'll both
Do
agree
not
to
make me wait a week to fucking go back on this rant again. All right. So just in my area, like the division that I know, right? We had Briggs, Marion, Franklin, Brookhaven, fucking Southwest, East, uh, Linda McKinley, and something fucking else I'm probably missing, right? They were our fucking district. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody had something extra that they were fucking getting, every other team had to get up to that point. If they didn't, then there was an infraction on the team that fucking did because like you were giving extra shit to your kids that the rest of the fucking city wasn't getting. Okay? That is the exact same here. Like you are giving extra shit to your kids that the rest of the city is not getting. Yes, as you said, the other coaches could come out of pocket for those things, but they would probably be hampered by what they come out of pocket by for doing these things. Whereas again, Bridgewater, no offense against him, he had an NFL career, college career. Lord knows how much money he made off of that. College, NFL career, right? Lord knows how much money he came off of that, right? He had to work up like the other city coaches that were in positions that are probably just 9 to 5 fucking teachers most of the time. 9 to 5 teachers that get off and spend another 3 hours at the school Monday through Friday, for 8 months out of the year, coaching these kids and probably get a little bit of a bonus, but not much, right? You're not coming in with the money that Teddy Bridgewater, that bonus at the end of the fucking month or the end of the year that he fucking gets ain't shit on what is already sitting in his account. He can pay for everything that these kids need. That's fine. The other coaches fucking can't. Feel me? Like if he can provide better, he's gonna get better. Right? People will change fucking zip codes and fucking just move areas to put themselves in a better position as it is. Right? We had kids that fucking lived in Maine that moved to Florida just so they could go to a high school in fucking Florida where they would get better seen by college coaches to get them into a good fucking program that is now getting them millions of goddamn dollars. Right? Little shit like that means a lot when it comes to competition and whatnot. Because when you got, you know, 5-star players nonstop on one team, and then you got 4s, 3s, and 2s on another team, who else you think is going to fucking win? Who else you think is going to look good on tape?
But if this team is the bottom of the barrel, then that means I'm lost because that means the other schools are getting money, right?
No, they all get the same. If it is a public school, they all get the same amount of money.
They get the same amount of money plus ticket sales and boosters. Because that's how. So if you have a high school, from what I understand, because when
no different than what you just said.
My brother, when he
right,
did
that's
this,
fine. What
he
you
paid
just
basically
said.
it was more. You paid, going to the football game, when you pay for the tickets, when you pay for the concessions, when you bought the actual stuff there, all of that went towards the football team. That covered their training, that covered their prepaid meals, that covered uniforms, everything. And usually, if they fell short, coaches, the coaches, they'll come out of pocket and pay the rest, the difference. That also, like I said, and also covered getting the fields done.
That's probably illegal as fuck.
How is that illegal?
Like, I know when I played, I didn't pay a dime. Mom, Dad, they didn't pay a dime for me to play fucking sports while I was in school. Right? As we got older, right? Like when the kids were in school, like we had to pay for them to play. Right? Every goddamn year. All 4 years, all 3 of them kids were in school.
They put in the pay to play. They had to add it on now. But even then, but even then, your school was considered a powerhouse in soccer and wrestling. So that meant that y'all were the powerhouse in soccer and wrestling.
No, we were getting wrestling in soccer.
But
we tried.
Y'all were considered contenders. I don't want to. I'm not saying anything for that, but from what I understood and from what people talked about, y'all were a powerhouse. Y'all were a powerhouse in soccer and wrestling. So that means the wrestling team. The wrestling team, didn't struggle when it came to like getting stuff out the way, uniforms, having new mats and stuff like that. Right?
Oh God, no. We had the same mats the entire time me and Timmy were there, and I think they were 20 years old at that point. Right? The same mats we used for practice, we would wheel them bitches up the goddamn ramps into the gym and spread them out in the gym for wrestling fucking meets. Like there was no special goddamn thing. No, we were going to public. We didn't even have people to fucking do it for us. But
what I'm saying is that even with that, so the benefits of being in wrestling, like I said, but y'all being a powerhouse, were there certain things, I'm not going to say benefits, but were there certain struggles? Did you have to really pay out of pocket for certain meets? Did you have to pay out of pocket for certain uniforms? Stuff like that. Because y'all were considered one of the best during that season to where people were going to your matches. People were paying to watch the wrestling and do had the concessions and buy like certain souvenirs from the concession stand. All that went to the wrestling program, right?
Sure. I have no earthly fucking clue. I just know it went to Marion Franklin. Right? Like it wasn't a thing that we were fucking good. Like we were good because we were good. Right? People showed up like it was family and fucking friends. Like we didn't have we probably had outside community shit, but again, they had folks that they knew on the team. It was community based, right? It wasn't one person fucking doing the whole goddamn thing.
And that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He's like, yo,
but he is one person. It's not a community to do it.
Right? He's telling me,
I don't want to fucking do it.
I'm doing all the right things. Anything I pay for, the school has the paperwork for it. It's like I'm coming out of pocket for it. So why should he be suspended? Because again, he's coming out of pocket. He's providing to the school, so the school knows what he's paying for this team. And it's like, okay, so what he's not doing extra crazy benefits. He's basically taking care of the actual school himself. He's paying to have the fields painted. He's paying to make sure that the kids have food. He's paying to make sure the kids have uniform. This is all stuff that should be taken care of from the actual school board.
Right, but if they don't have the funds for it.
Right. So if he's coming out of pocket for it, then why are you spending this man for taking care of just the basics?
Yeah, but if again in the area he's in, the district he is in, if they do not have the money for that they are not going to put in for that. Right? It is the overall sports thing in America in general, right? It's all decided as it is. But whatever, like these things, like if they're not fair across the board, it's an unfair advantage.
You said fair across the board because it's like the only reason you say it's fair across the board because it's Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater got money.
It'd be any goddamn right. It'd be any goddamn district in the goddamn world. I don't care that it's just Teddy Bridgewater. If some random ass motherfucker wanted to spend more money and is like, I'm going to spend more money than any other person in this league to get the best players fucking here, that's where the problem lies, right? And it might not be what he's doing. He might be trying to just rebuild that fucking program. But the fact that he is just rebuilding that program and not the entire thing, that's where the problem comes in.
I don't see that as a problem because you do have former
I
football players.
understand that. But
Hold
like you're
on,
gonna have
because you have
other
former football players
programs
that contribute. They'll do certain contributions to their old high school teams.
that is fine, but it is all taxable and things of that nature.
Right.
Right? They're not
So what's
just
that? So what's standard?
walking up.
Because he's also
They're not
providing
just
these
walking
things
up with a bag of fucking cash going, put this toward the fucking right. It's actually a check that's exchanged hands through banks, things of that nature. You're not having somebody just walk up, fix this fucking program, right? Like the rest of that fucking league can't do what Teddy Bridgewater is doing. That's what I'm saying. Like if an entire district, if one team comes up, every other team has to come up with them. Feel me? That's the way those things work. Especially especially in city fucking programs. Somebody else gets something, you get it same. Right?
Well,
They
then,
gotta go
well,
one
then
at
if
a
that's the
time.
case,
But
if that's the case, then how you explain this school with the better record, the school that had the best teams?
the,
Money's coming somewhere, whether it's coming from boosters,
and an
fundraisers,
equal fucking thing. No,
contributions. Money's
no,
coming
those
somewhere.
teams in a regular city fucking district, the best team is the best one with the best players, right? They came from around where y'all are at, right? And the best team fucking moved on. That was the
That's what
way
I'm
it worked.
saying.
If Teddy Bridgewater does what he does, right, the best players from those that would go to those other schools would move into the district where they would get pointed to that school. Feel
People
me?
do that all the time.
I understand they do that, yes. Again, the kid from Maine moving to Florida to go to a fucking better school to get him more fucking play. I understand that. But on a city basis, and again, you can go to Florida, it's every one of them. They got 5 stars out the yin yang fucking down there. And it's because of motherfuckers that moved from other places to come down there to play. Well, they just found a spot where they would fit, right? But again, in just a Midwest fucking town, if you got one team that's so much better, it's no different than North Dakota State in the fucking D2 fucking playoffs. Like if North Dakota State, they gonna win the national title. Right? Because they just got better players than everybody else. And they
Better
division, they
pro.
got the best players.
So
Right.
basically, because Bridgewater is trying to better his program, he
They're
again
the one
because everything
program.
you're saying is like okay. So everything you're saying is okay. So this has something to do with the program. Yeah, kids are going to go to a different school because of because of programs. Whether it's because this school has a better I'm not trying to be funny. This school has a better ROTC program, or this school has a better football program, or this school has a better
Well, I mean, it's literally
Glee
in
club
fucking college years, right?
program, or this school has a better computer program.
Right, like instead of in college, like we got a better fucking chemistry department, we got a better fucking microbiology department, blah blah blah. You can say all that fucking shit as well with fucking universities. Again, like I said, the NIL thing, like it will, like Teddy Bridgewater is not far off from what it probably will turn into. Right, he's just a couple years fucking early on showing up with actually paying for shit. That's all it is. He's just a couple of years fucking early. In a couple of years, they'll probably be paying for fucking players to get bused to and from fucking school to home every day, just so they know that they safe. We got them home. They good. Right? They'll be good to play sports for us tomorrow or at the end of the fucking week or whatever. Right? It'll be regimented like that.
I'm gonna still leave it because, like I said, we still gonna put it to agree to disagree on this.
We will. We will.
Bottom line is,
worst part is,
it looks like we did.
Like I'm on the other goddamn side. Like I hate the fact
on this one because
I hate the fact that I'm on the other side of this.
Hours on this, but I don't feel like talking about hours on this. So we gonna both make it to where we both agree to disagree because no matter what you're saying on it, I still feel a certain way about this. Because even though you can talk about the NIL, you can talk about other schools, you can talk about other things like that. My mindset is this, to where every school that they go to, any school, high school, we have coaches doing above and beyond things that they are actually getting credit for, that they are actually getting props for. But we have somebody only because they were in the NFL and the things he's doing is the same thing that every other coach was doing. You're looking at it as well, because he played in the NFL, he has this money, he has an advantage. So my thing is, isn't that what players are supposed to do towards helping the community? Because that's what it sounds like he's doing. He's still helping the community. He's basically making the school program a little bit more better by being a high school.
Yeah, but he's not on I-99 anymore. It's a different tax thing when he does that. That's legit. I guarantee. Like I've said all this shit. I guarantee it's a fucking tax thing.
And that's why
the whole goddamn thing.
Right. So I can say, he on the tax purpose, he's doing that. And on top of that, he's providing the receipts to the school to say, hey, I paid for this, I paid for that. Here's the receipt for this, here's the receipt for that. So you know what
but if you missed 1, 2, doesn't matter how many, if you missed a single receipt and all of that, that's what all this could stem from. Like I hate being on the side.
But again, then if that's the case, then he will actually put that. It was like, hey, I forgot to send this receipt in. That was my fault. I'll take that suspension.
But
what he's saying is that I want to see the suspension. It's like, okay, yeah. So he didn't provide a receipt. It looked like they was providing some type of benefit towards individual players, and he didn't. And I get that. But if you're saying if all he's doing is you're paying to have the school the field painted. You're paying to make sure kids are fed. You're paying to make sure kids get home safe.
You can throw your pen all you want. Like we have this argument. Like I said, I hate being on the other side of this argument. I don't like being on the other side of this argument. I really don't. Again, being a Columbus public school freaking graduate, like I hate being on this side of the argument, but that really is the way it is. Like if he missed one goddamn receipt, like it could be where all this fucking stems from. Right? They found one receipt that he didn't delve to the high school that he fucking paid for an Uber or paid for like a pizza party for the fucking team or whatever. Like if he
then I get that. That is like,
right. That's where it is. Right.
Then all this I messed up and didn't turn a receipt. So yeah, I'll take that suspension. And even then, I don't think the suspension would have been noticeable that big.
But again, because of the name,
he violated school policy. So because of this small thing, he's suspended for a certain amount of games. And it's a slap on the wrist.
The name of who he is. Right. You're not wrong. Like it is the name of who he is. Right. Like being Teddy Bridgewater, like he's going to get that fucking like, oh, he did something. Right. Just give them something to talk about for 5 minutes for a commercial break. Right. To give them something to talk about. Oh, he fucked this up. But yeah, all that being said, be good, stay out of trouble. I didn't do a damn thing. You need to have your boy back on fucking more because he actually knows shit about fantasy fucking football.
Oh Lord. But anyway, if y'all like us, don't forget to subscribe. Again, probably in the next 10 minutes, First Stream Podcast should be on. I don't know if they're on today because I know it's Al's birthday. If you watch it,
in the next minute.
Birthday, you Cowboy fan.
Happy birthday,
hope y'all tank again. But again, thanks for Greg for being on from Baden Insurance Group and No Limit.
No Limit. That motherfucker came with a fucking tank.
But again, like I said, if y'all like the show, please don't forget to subscribe. If you got any questions, definitely check out our Facebook site. Again, also, if you have anything, if you're interested in Greg's insurance, I'll make sure I have the information on the website for that as well. Again, JT, great week.
Hey, guys.
I see you next week. Raise them high, spread them wide. Peace.
Doses. Bye.